What is up, everyone, and welcome to the final episode of Chrono the Radical Dreamers Edition for the PC. So I'll finally be able to beat this game. This is a game I've always wanted to beat, and this will be the first time beating it. I still remember playing this game on the PS1 back probably like 20 years ago, and I'll finally be able to beat it here in 2022. Before we go take on the final boss though, I want to go get some stats up first, and obviously I'm going to show the stat gain and everything. Alright, so I went to Fossil Valley, I fought a couple battles. It doesn't appear to be, I'm not gaining any stats, so I guess you can't gain any stats right now. So, alright, let's just go to the beach and see what happens. I have no clue what's going to happen because I've never played this part of the game before. But kid said we got to go to the beach. We have to like switch worlds maybe, or... Oh, you can actually go far out here? I didn't even know you could come out here this far. I don't know what we got to do exactly, but kid just said to go to the beach. Maybe we gotta just use the astral amulet. There's a kid there. There's a purple thing on the ground. So he finally made it, Surge. When did this sorry tale all begin? Was it 10 years ago? When you almost drowned here? Or was it 14 years ago when you were wounded by Panther Demon that attacked you? That resulted in you being carried to Chrono, where you came into contact with fate and the frozen flame. Or perhaps it was 2400 years in the future when the time crash hurled Chrono back to prehistoric times. That reminds me of Chrono Trigger, that prehistoric area. That was one of my favorite areas in the game, in Chrono Trigger. I like the theme song there too. Or could it even have been 12,000 BC, when an ancient magical kingdom met its end after trying to use Lavos? Each is close to being correct, and yet at the same time so far from the right answer. True beginning was during the destruction of the ancient kingdom of Zeal. As the palace collapsed around her, Princess Scala was sucked into a dimensional vortex along with the Lavos Mammon machine. Scala and Lavos became unified into one even more powerful entity that would evolve into the Devourer of Time. Filled with the hatred and sadness of Lavos, half of Scala's mind became set on destroying all of existence. Yet at the same time, the other half of her mind desired to save the universe and to be rescued herself. As Scala fell through the time gate in this condition, she heard your crying echoing through time. As when her story and yours began to intertwine. It was also when the past and the future began to intersect, and when the world became divided into two. Led by the pitiful crying the young Surge made as the Panther Demon's poison took hold of him. Yes, Surge, the sound of your crying touched the heart of Princess Scala. Before the destructive mindset could become dominant, she cloned herself and sent her copy into this dimension. Scala left her baby daughter clone with her ancient magical pendant. That was to safeguard her daughter clone in life and death situations. That pendant would rewind time a little, sending her daughter clone to a safer point in the immediate past. Gotta turn my AC on real quick. That's right. Kid is Scala's daughter clone. Oh, wow. So if Kid, like, that's why Kid never really died, I guess, because she always, I guess the time rewind thing. She had so many life and death situations, but she never died. And now about Project Kid. The time control project Balthazar planned out. The whole project existed to lead you to this one special point in time. The founding of Chronopolis, the time crash, and the battle between Fate and the Dragon Gods. It was all coordinated so that you would get your hands on the Chrono Cross and come to this place. Of course, Kid was not to know anything about this whole plan until later. Further in the future, she is meant to travel back 10 years in time from now to save Surge from drowning. Kid was also meant to call Surge into the other world as he spoke with Nina here on a Passa beach. You're our last hope, our final chance. Only you, who came into contact with Scala and Kid, Scala's clone daughter, can do it. The darkness that exists on the other side of time, Scala has been integrated with the Devourer of Time. Please, Surge. Release Princess Scala from the binds of fate. Binds of that, well, I don't know why I said fate, but binds of that monster and her own hatred. Show us the life forms that exist on this planet with our new future will be. Okay. Did I go back and save it after all that dialogue? Good that I let you go back and save it. That was a lot of dialogue. Is this Chrono? Where even angels lose their way. 10 years ago you died. This very spot, there's no mistake, you drowned. The truth is, this world in which you are still alive is the regularity. This is the false reality. And here goes, it was Lynx who tried to kill you at the beach. After Prometheus broke the link between Fate and the Flame, Fate tried to eliminate any obstacle that stood in its way. In the meantime, the 6 dragons had sent Harley forth to try and gain possession of the Flame. Harley made contact with Fate's biological incarnation, Lynx, and tricked him to temporarily join forces. Gotta grab my headsets real quick. Alright, I'm not sure if I read this or not, but the elimination of the Prometheus circuit lock on the Frozen Flame was everyone's top priority. Lynx and Harley abducted Luca, who alone could release the Prometheus lock that guarded the flame, but the whole attempt only ended in failure, so they waited for you to appear instead. You see, Fate calculated that you'd one day cross the dimensions and try to make contact with the flame. I didn't know how to break this to you, but Lynx was actually your father, Wazaki. What? Wow. Holy crap. I actually didn't know that, guys. That's a shocker. Drawing closer to the flame caused him to become unstable. An image of you dying in terror changed him completely. Finally, after having his psi totally eroded, he lost his soul and was easily integrated by Fate. Fate turned Wazaki into a biological interface, modeling him after a worst fear at your worst fear at the time, a panther. Although Wazaki managed to escape from Chronopolis with you, he later completely succumbed to Fate. Wounds are such fragile, disjointed, imperfect things, love and hate, life and death. Perhaps even fate itself dreamed of using the flame to someday reincarnate itself into a new species. It's quite sad, really. It's like when you gaze into the flame gazes back into you. Is that Chrono, though? It looks a lot like Chrono from Chrono Trigger. Got the same hairstyle. Just a lot younger, obviously. And this looks like the other, what was the other party member's name that joins with Chrono at the beginning of the game? I forget her name. And is that Luca over there? Now think about it, I think that might be Luca over there. A new species is about to be born on this planet. Alien life form even more evolved than the old Lavos. At darkness beyond time, the weakened Scala came under the influence of Lavos, and the two became one entity. It is now up to you, the one whom the frozen flame has chosen as its arbiter. You alone can decide how the new Lavos, which has encaged Scala within it, will evolve from here. The reason I don't remember, because it's been so long since I played Chrono Trigger, is why I don't really know for sure. But it looks like Luca. I don't know why I said Luna, but Luca, Chrono, and I always forget her name, but it's like Marie, I think, or something like that. I'm not sure. It's been so long since I played Chrono Trigger. Your actions will determine whether in the future all time is devoured by lava, sending one into everlasting death. I played the DS version of Chrono Trigger. I never played the original version. But it had to have been like mid to late 2000s when I played it. So I think it was like 2006 maybe. I don't know. That might have been after that or before. Whenever it came out is when I played it. I played it when it first came out. Chrono Trigger DS. I don't remember when exactly it came out though. Brothers oversaw this. It's going to happen in this world in the year 2300. And he was determined to prevent it from happening no matter what it took. The Chrono Cross, it alone can combine the sounds of the planet that the 6 types of elements produce. The melody and harmony that brim within all life forms use the song of life to heal her enmity and suffering. We entreat you, Surge. Please save Scala. Alright, so basically, we're going to be fighting something that's stronger than Lavos. Is basically what I gathered from that. Alright. Well, let's see what happens here. I have no clue what's going to happen, but... what do I even use here? Chrono Trigger, maybe? Or Chrono Cross? Or no, we use the Time Egg. That's what we use. Duh. No beginning and no end to the darkness of time. This looks to be the final gate leading to the darkness of time. Let's finish this off. We've wasted enough blooming time as it is. It is time to bring this chapter to an end and create a brighter future. That's right. So that's Scala, I guess. And it's final boss time against the Time Devourer. Okay, so first things first, strengthen, surge. I guess I'll go over to Glenn. Have him build up 4 here. And have him strengthen himself. Alright. Hero Blaster, that's fine. I don't care about that. Got it, used it on, let's see here. We need to use, I need to attack one more time here. Fargo, we'll do low res. Or its defense some. This time do a good X strike. And only 1600. Oh, earthquake. It's all characters. This is gonna hurt. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Oh, it did put a status summon on us though. I don't know what that is. Go do a good Eagle Eye on Surge there. And I'll pass it on over to Glenn. Yeah, I guess we can recover all. That's fine, yeah. I think it's a lot of defense. Omega Green. Thanks for using it on Glenn. Do a good Holy Light here, I guess. Yeah, we can do Vigora here. Wasn't so bad. Okay, let's do a good strengthen. Need to build up one more stamina there for Surge. No, it's already at infinite stamina. What am I talking about? I'm gonna have to heal after this, I think. Oh, I only did 9 damage. We can go ahead and heal though. I'll just do heal all though. I won't do like recover all. It's gonna do a lot less because he's not wind. Oh, I guess actually it was pretty good. Wants to put strength in on Glenn there. He's about to attack. Of course he misses. Okay, electro bolt. Alright, we'll do a good dive, dash, or dive and drive. Okay, flying arrow. Oh, we got it weakening down, guys. I think we almost got it. Do a good invincible here. Cool attack, but it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, I guess 405 is not too bad. Oh, is it dead? Did we do it? What's going on? I don't think it's over yet. Oh, is it? Was that it, or? I don't know if that was it or not. I think we did. I think it's it. Did I do it? Yes. That was the final boss. I didn't even know really, because it was like, didn't seem like it was that hard. Wow. Alright, so I'm about to maybe cut this out. I don't know if this song is copyrighted or not. Alright, so I made a separate thing in case you guys missed a little bit of the credits, because I made a separate video in case this gets copyrighted and I could just not show this part. But anyway, my review of Chrono Cross. Amazing game. I think I'm gonna have to give it a I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. I really loved, for gameplay, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. I would have liked to gain like more stats, you know what I mean? And I would have liked to do more damage and stuff. I can see big numbers in games, so I'd like a little bit of points for that. But other than that, the gameplay is amazing in this game. I really like the how you don't have 100% accuracy like you have in a lot of JRPGs. I like how you can actually miss your attacks. And I think they're even a little bit generous on that though. I think they could even went lower on the accuracy. You know, like have like your base accuracy at like 70% for one, and then if you hit it, if you hit the enemy, you give more accuracy. I like that. It was something different, you know, like. Typically in a JRPG, you attack and you usually hit the enemy. Yeah, every now and then you'll miss, but in this game you tend to miss a lot more, which I like. I also like how when you attack, you gain elements, and the more you attack, the stronger the elements you can use. I like how buffs are actually really useful in this game, like Strengthen and Eagle Eye are insanely good. It's just debuffs wasn't that great though in this game. Like low res or boosting your defense, there wasn't really much point in doing that. So some of the buffs were useless, but Strengthen, Eagle Eye were insanely good. Vigora, of course. There's only one of those in the game, but it was very good. And there's a ton of elements in this game, like a lot. Like I couldn't even count how many magic spells are in this game. So many of them, though. More than most games. So I like that as well. I like how the field, if you fill up a field with like a certain element, it does more damage. And so you're rewarded for using elements to fill the field, to change the field. So I like that. Music, 10 out of 10. Like the music's amazing in this game. No complaints on the music. I really love the music. Graphics. I don't really want to give it like too high of score because, I mean, there's a lot better looking PS1 games like Final Fantasy 7. So I'll give graphics a 7 out of 10. And now, I don't do storyline in games. I don't rate story. Instead, I do DEPTH. I have trouble saying it. It's just hard for me to say, but in depth. It's hard for me to say. I don't know why. But DEPTH. So, what I mean by this criteria is what all you can do in the game, how long is the game, what all you can collect in the game and all that stuff. Is there a lot of stuff to do and everything like that? So, one thing you can do is collect a bunch of elements. There's a ton of elements that you can collect. There's a lot of characters in this game. Over 30 of them. So that's kind of insane. Sorry. I got distracted by my phone making a noise. But yeah, you can recruit a lot of characters, which I love. Obviously, I love games where you can recruit a lot of characters. All the characters are unique. It's another good thing I like about the game. Pretty long game as well. 50 plus hours, which is really good for a PS1 game. There's a bunch of side quests that you can do. I did do every side quest in the game. And there's even that optional boss against Harley, and I think maybe some other optional bosses too. Yeah, the Sphinx was an optional boss. So you had some optional bosses that you can fight. So yeah, in terms of depth, I'd give it probably a 9 out of 10. And overall, 9.5 out of 10. The only thing that wasn't as good as the graphics. But the graphics still a 7. Still decent, you know. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10. Another amazing game. I'm glad to have finally beat it because I wasn't able to beat it when I played it on PS1. I borrowed it from my cousin. I played until disc 2, and I had to give it back to him. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't really like it on the PS1 because it was one of those games that was hard to like. I feel like you had to be smart in order to play the game. And when I was younger, I was pretty dumb. So, I feel like if you're an intelligent person, you'll get this game, and this game will be cakewalk, you know? But if you're like me when I was younger, it was very difficult for me. It was hard to like get into, you know, because it was so difficult for me when I was younger. But it was easy for me this time because obviously I'm a lot smarter now and everything like that. So that's it. That's my review. 9.5 out of 10. Hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough of this game. I'm not gonna be playing another. I'm not gonna be doing another playthrough of it. Not at the moment, anyway. I might come back to it later in the future, but I think I'm done with it for now. Yeah, I made about 5 of those just in case. Yeah, I made 6. Okay, that's plenty. Yeah, you could do New Game Plus. You could play through the game again if you want to. I'm not going to do that, obviously, but you can. After you beat the game, you unlock New Game Plus, I believe. You just hit continue on your cleared data. You can start up New Game Plus and play through the game again. And that's it. Thanks for watching. And later. Hope you guys, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough. I enjoyed playing it. Stay tuned for my next playthrough on the channel. Later.